How long to steam lobster? If you are curious about how long to steam lobster, you are in for a treat. Steaming lobster is a fantastic way to enjoy this delicious seafood while keeping it tender and flavorful. Let's break down the process and timing so you can impress your family and friends with perfectly cooked lobster. First, you will need a large pot with a steaming rack. Make sure the pot is spacious enough to hold all the lobsters comfortably. Add about 2 inches of seawater or salted water to the bottom of the pot. This will create the steam needed to cook the lobsters. Bring the water to a rolling boil over high heat before adding the lobsters. When the water is boiling, add the live lobsters one at a time to the steaming rack. Cover the pot and start timing immediately. For the best results, it is a good idea to lift the lid halfway through cooking. This allows you to shift the lobsters for even cooking. After shifting, cover the pot again to maintain the steam. Now let's talk about the steaming times based on the weight of the lobsters. For a 1-pound lobster, you will need about 10 minutes. If your lobster weighs 1¼ pounds, steam it for 12 minutes. A 1½ pound lobster requires 14 minutes, while a 1¾ pound lobster needs 16 minutes. For a 2-pound lobster, aim for 18 minutes. If you have a 2½ pound lobster, steam it for 22 minutes. For a 3-pound lobster, the cooking time is between 25 to 30 minutes. Finally, if you are steaming a 5-pound lobster, expect to cook it for 40 to 45 minutes. If you are using new shell lobsters, which have recently molted, reduce the cooking time by about 3 minutes since they cook faster. To check if your lobsters are done, look for the bright red color. However, this alone is not a reliable indicator, especially for larger lobsters. The best way to check doneness is to crack open the lobster where the shell meets the tail. The meat should be opaque white rather than translucent. Steaming is a great method because it preserves the natural flavor of the lobster and results in tender meat. Remember not to overcrowd the pot, as this can prevent steam from circulating evenly. Keep the lid on as much as possible to maintain consistent steam heat. Using a timer is also a smart move to avoid undercooking or overcooking. By following these steps and timing guidelines, you can steam lobster perfectly every time. Enjoy the delightful taste of this seafood in the comfort of your home.